Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. I'm Grillmastah, and today we have Crumbling Armor. Crumbling Armor appears to be an old set of samurai armor that is animated and slightly falling apart. This employee right here, Ryan, has the armor and the weapon of Crumbling Armor. If you send somebody in on repression work, there is a chance that they could get a gift from this, but not your average type of gift from most abnormalities. This gift gives a bonus, but comes with a catch. There are rumors about how passionate battle cry, saying "charge," can be heard around the armor in the middle of the night. Many generals were in possession of this armor. Nobody knows whether it was the war or the armor that took their lives away. Crumbling Armor was made hundreds of years ago. The craftsman was created. This armor is unidentified, but at least it is sure that he hated cowards. Ryan here got the gift, and the gift currently gives 10 to attack speed, 10 to movement speed. Courage grows and makes everything seem possible, and it's currently blue. The more you do repression work on anything, the more it proceeds to change. Cowardly employees sense something creepy about Crumbling Armor. The right arm plate is broken. After a diagnosis, the damage came from the inside, not the outside. It now does HP minus 5, movement speed 10, attack speed 10. The overflowing courage is constantly looking to kill. It has now turned a yellowish orange, and minus 10 to HP, 15 to movement speed, 15 to attack speed. The courage that is endlessly sprouting may soon cut everything off. Now, after another go, the HP is negative 20, movement speed is 20, attack speed is 20. The ever-growing courage gave rise to recklessness and devoured everything. Well, I thought that if you sent him into anything on repression after it turned red, he lost his head, but apparently that is not the case. I've tried it for now 13 times and nothing has happened. But if you send him into another abnormality with this, anybody with this gift on him, on attachment, bad things happen. They walk in, and their head falls off, and they're dead. The story of Crumbling Armor, an armor that seems it was used hundreds of years ago. Engraving on the bottom says, "Life is only given to those who do not fear death." Obviously, putting this armor on is forbidden by the company rule. There are rumors about employees pretending to put the armor on for fun. Check this immediately. The armor was secured from a museum. Following are fragments of its legend. This armor belonged to General XXXX, who joined the XX War on the year of XXX. It was his family's heirloom, passed over many generations. The general was always in the armor in order to protect himself. Unfortunately, an arrow flung into its gap, killing him instantly. But the armor remained unvented. After that, the armor was passed over to XXX, who was the commander of OO Battalion. The commander was always steel-clad whenever he set in battle. In one battle, he fell from his horse while running away from the enemies and died due to severe injury to his skull. Still, the armor remained undamaged. There are several more people who have had their hands on this armor. They all died. However, the armor always stayed in its best condition. Few years later, the armor ended up in the warrior named XXX. His rumors quickly spread about how he just contained the armor, not wearing it into battles. He died of old age after participating in dozens of wars without a single injury. In the process, the armor's arm plate was damaged, but there was no sign of exterior impact. Later, XXX family donated the armor to a museum. After running a few tests on it, we managed to get following conclusions. When this armor is worn by a cowardly employee, chances of fatal injury or death drastically increased. On the other hand, when an employee who has no fear about death wore this armor, the chances of injury or death exceedingly decreased. One of the personal managers suggested the entrance test where an interviewee wears this armor and walk for 10 minutes. The suggestion was immediately rejected. Management Tip 1. Employees with Fortitude Level 1 were put into the containment room at Crumbling Armor. After the work ended, the employees were found with their neck cut. Management Tip 2. Employees who had committed repression work were found to have artifact Crumbling Armor 01, with the same ingredients as Crumbling Armor. The employees stated that the Crumbling Armor was given freely, given a feeling of protection. Management Tip 3. The Crumbling Armor 01 was ordered to continue to engage in repression work, and each time the work was completed, the physical examination of the employee was carried out. As a result of the test, it was found that the given effect by the Crumbling Armor 01 to the target changes according to the number of repression works. Management Tip 4. Caution. The employee with Crumbling Armor 01 work on the attachment. Then, the employee enters the containment room, Crumbling Armor 01 disappears, and the neck is cut off, and the employee dies. Management Tip 5. Caution. If an employee with Crumbling Armor 01 is attempting excessive repression work, the effect of the artifact provides to the target gradually change to negative. Its work is Instinct, Common 1 through 4, and then High on 5. Common all across the board on Insight. High on Repression all across the board, and very low on Attachment all across the board. You get the gift it gives you by going in on Repression. It doesn't seem like it's 100%, but you generally do get it. The weapon is Hay, but the actual abnormality is teth, so is the armor. It is do pale damage. It's one of the first weapons in the chain that gives you pale damage, and it's one of the few weapons that actually does do pale damage. It says that there is no gift, but it is the gift you get from here. And then the Quelth counter is non-escaped, but it's just a matter of the actual gift that you have to worry about, not so much the armor. And that has been Crumbling Armor. Until next time.